Welcome to Whisky.com, where fine spirits meet. My name is Lüning, Horst Lüning, and I'm the master taster of Whisky.com. And today we have the long-awaited Edradour, 15 years old, here on my cask. It's called the Fairy Flag. It's 46% ABV, unchill filtered, uncolored. And for an uncolored whiskey, it is dark. It's really dark. Have a look at the label. There you see the broad back of a person. And probably this is the fairy, well, an elf. I hope they do not mean airy fairy, no. So on the back there is the flag, the fairy flag, and here it said, the fairy flag recounts the epic romance between the clan chief of the MacLeods and the mysterious fairy maiden Titania. The feature film by Rory Moore-Nichol and Peter Columbia brings the legends to life. And this remembers me of the 12-year-old Edradour Caledonia. I haven't tasted it yet here in English language, but it's also very dark and rich in sherry cask maturation, and it was selected by a guitar player. I don't know, pop music? I think so. Following initial maturation in ex-bourbon cask for 8 years, the whiskey has been matured for further 7 years in fresh Oloroso sherry casks. Mahogany in color, the single malt is characterized by rich fruits, chocolate, and robust, long-warming finish. 8 years in ex-bourbon casks. If you count 15 years, the Edradour distillery changed the proprietor in 2002, 2003, I think, from Pernod Ricard to the actual proprietor Andrew Symington. And so these casks have to be from the former proprietor, and the ex-bourbon were probably second, third, fourth fill casks, and now they received a finishing of 8 years or 7? For 7 years in fresh Oloroso sherry cask, and that's quite a lot. So in the first period, the whiskey reduced its initial taste, the raw whiskey taste, in a subjective maturation period where the sharp aromas convert into more complex ones. And then in the last 7 years, the additional aroma, the adding maturation, added the sherry and European oak aromas. So this might not be airy-fairy, but a very deep and full aromatic whiskey. I don't know if these bottles or this bottling will be available for a long time. I hope so, but I'm not quite sure. The Caledonia, 12 years old, appeared and stayed, and this one hopefully will stay also for longer. Full fruit. Vanilla, caramel, chocolate, some spiciness, and dark fruits like plum stew. Yeah. Full impact, and the aftertaste coming up immediately. Some spices, some dark chocolate. Edradour has the smallest, or one of the smallest, distilleries all over Scotland. stills, pot stills, all over Scotland. And from these small pot stills, the alcohol, the whiskey distilled is not that smooth. It carries a lot of compounds, of aromas. So the smaller the still is, the more intense the whiskey is from those stills. This brings the full impact in your mouth. And over this is this, medium sweet, aromatic sherry. Wonderful. More butterscotch, more fruit. The cooked plums. And the chocolate in the back. Really wonderful. Mouth-watering. But there is a flaw. This bottle is expensive. I think it costs twice as much as the 10-year-old. But that's normal. The older whiskey becomes, the more expensive it gets. It becomes, whatever. Thank you for watching Whisky.com. Stay tuned, there's more to come, and please feel free to share this video with your friends.